Good evening and welcome to the 5th and 6th grade winter concert. We are extra excited tonight and right now because this is these kids' very first concert. We kind of use this session as an informant a little bit with this performance. So we show you a little bit about what we do in class, the kinds of different songs we do, and we'll talk along the way about what we're learning. These students start the year having to learn all kinds of things about reading music. We didn't really touch instruments even until about October. So they haven't held these very long, and you should be really proud of what they're doing. I'm sure you've heard them at home. We'll of course be starting with the world's most famous hot cross buns and playing some of our favorites here tonight. But we're going to demonstrate for you. Make sure they have everything they need. I'm going to demonstrate for you first kind of how we start class. We have a little chant that we use to learn the names of the lines and spaces. So we're going to do that to start, and then we'll get playing. Welcome. Right, the next thing we're going to do for you is have little section features. So each instrument section is going to play a little tune for you, so you can hear your child and see their faces as they stand up, and you can hear each instrument. Again, as the program says, everything about learning and anything, for us older folks too, is all about encouragement. So loud hoots of cheering are encouraged.
Right. Our next section is some of our favorites that we have been learning so far this year. And our last song of this section, we get to feature some different sections again, brass and woodwinds and percussion, and then we all play it together in a solo section.
The next two pieces of the section is called harmony. So we've heard a lot of awesome tunes. I'm sure you recognize a lot, but what makes music more fun is kind of the more layers it has. So we add harmony. So the first piece has 2 parts of harmony, and the second one will have 4 different harmony lines in there. So we're starting to learn how to keep their notes while people around them have different parts as well. So this is our harmony section.
All right, we are going to close out our 5th grade portion of our concert by sharing some of our holiday favorites. So we've got Jingle Bells, we'll do Good King Wenceslas, and then we have a fun 2-part rendition of Jolly Old St. Nicholas. We just want to thank you, Mrs. Morton, for all your help with our 5th grade lessons. Thank you, Mr. Mueller, for running our lights. And of course, thank you to our families and our parents. We couldn't do this without you. We appreciate your encouragement, especially all these fun beginning band sounds. These first couple months, it's always interesting to listen to, but we appreciate your encouragement, hauling instruments, so we thank you so much. All right, we will close out with some holiday favorites.
As the kids transition here, you'll see that the podium goes back and forth between Mrs. Germanson and myself and Mrs. Morton out there. This is absolutely a team effort. We teach these young kids. So some are in the classroom, some are taking small groups out. We have them all at once. So they have their little lessons, but we are teaching all these instrument groups all at one time, half an hour every other day. So just wait for them all. Just a couple couple of things to point out. The Minnewaska Music Boosters is starting up again this year. If that's something you're interested in getting information about, we always need volunteers for everything from handing out programs tonight to bigger things like fundraisers and music banquets and things for all ages. So there's an email address, mahsmusicboosters@gmail.com. If you're interested in being on the contact list for helping out at events like tonight, we take many hands make light work, and so we appreciate you. The kids are getting settled back there. The sixth graders have a couple great pieces in here. It's really fun for you to hear the progress of the kids from year to year as we go. Yeah, thank you. I do again want to appreciate your encouragement of them. There's a lot of bumps in the road in learning something new. Awesome, I can play hot cross buns, and then the next week we're like, oh, something's hard. I'm not sure about this. There's kind of a lot of ups and downs, and so to have kind of consistent encouragement from the community like this is wonderful, to kind of get them through those years of all the learning and to really get to the long-term benefits and being involved in music. So thank you for all of that. The teachers, we missed about a week and a half of rehearsal because of the weather and cancellations. This last week was 5th grade, and the teachers have been really accommodating to give us some extra time so they knew where to go and where to sit and things like that. So thank you to the teachers and administration as well for that. I'm going to hand it over. We have some kids that have gone down sick today, some from each group, but you will see Mrs. Germanson and myself back in the percussion section a little bit because we lost a percussionist to illness today. And so if you're wondering why we're actually playing too, it's because we need those parts covered.
This is our 6th grade group, and our first piece that we are performing is a piece by Robert W. Smith, and it's called Apollo Fanfare. Great opener, nice, majestic, featuring all sections, of course, but trumpets with that nice fanfare. So here we go, Apollo Fanfare.
called taiko. Taiko is a style of Japanese drumming. It's actually a mixture between drumming and martial arts. If you've ever seen it, it's very chromatic, very large drumming. So here's some great drum parts in there, and some good Japanese flair in there. I'm really having a lot of We're real excited about this last one for you. We've had a lot of fun. It's one of our favorites. We hope you love it too, and we wish you a very happy holidays. And of the families that signed up, the weather has not been kind to us, and it continues to be unkind, and we have to turn this stage around for an elementary program first thing tomorrow morning. So if anybody has a minute or a hand to help take something back to the band room and kind of set chairs, you can see the tears in there. That would be greatly appreciated. The the more hands we can get that done quicker. So thank you for everything. This is a piece called Santa the Barbarian.
When the winter winds blew in an age long ago, and the Yuletide season brought the darkness and snow, they told of a gift giver in Tome's antiquation. From the far icy waste comes Santa the Barbarian.
off them.